Streaming now, this is the Wood TV Live Desk.
Samaritas is hosting a virtual town hall this morning on the current state of foster care in the state of Michigan. Several topics will be covered, including the need for foster families, race, and more. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm News 8 digital anchor Luke Laster here from the Wood TV Live Desk. Joining me this Thursday morning is Laura Mitchell. Laura is the Executive Director of Foster Care Services with Samaritas. She's going to join us now for more on this town hall. Laura, good morning.
Good morning, Luke.
If you could, before we get rolling here, could you share a little bit on your role?
My role as Executive Director of Foster Care for Samaritas is to oversee all of our foster care services statewide. We are the largest nonprofit organization providing foster care in Michigan. We have about 850 children in our care every day. So I work with a great team across the state, making sure that all of the needs of our children are met and that we find good outcomes and permanence for children.
So this town hall, very fitting because May is Foster Care Awareness Month. Tell me about what we can expect here. This coming up at 11 to 12 today, virtually. Tell me what we're expecting.
Yes, so the town hall is an important topic today on, whether the foster care system is fair to children of color. There is disproportionality of children of color who are removed from home, which means, for example, in Michigan, 31% of the children are children of color. However, they comprise 51% of the children who are in foster care in Michigan. So that's a disproportionate number, and we want to highlight that during the town hall and, certainly move to a better place with kids and families so that we have more equity and that we're not seeing more children of color being removed from home and placed into foster care or other settings.
Can we expect plans to be proposed there to help that?
Yes, there are many efforts that are underway in the state of Michigan and within Samaritas to be looking at this. Some of our panelists, two of our panelists on the town hall today are from the state of Michigan, and they will be talking about efforts that are underway to look at this issue for children of color.
Why host something like this? Why is this important to put on?
Well, it's a very important topic because with disproportionality, what we find is that when someone from the public makes a complaint to Children's Protective Services, there are more complaints of child safety coming in for children of color and families of color. And from there, more cases are assigned through Children's Protective Services. From there, more children of color are removed from home and not offered prevention services to help the family stay together as a whole. Children of color are also placed in residential settings more often and often age out of the system without a secure family more often than their white counterparts. So it's very much a systemic issue, and it's a very important issue that we do need to be talking about and learning about so that we can move that needle. Skin color does not it does not make a difference, or it shouldn't make a difference in providing support and keeping families whole.
You mentioned the panelists that will be speaking there. Samaritas, I believe, represented from MDHHS. Who else can we expect to be speaking this morning?
So we have Demetrius Starling from the state of Michigan. He is executive director of the Children's Services Agency, so he oversees all of the children's services work in Michigan. Also, Kim Reese from the state of Michigan. She is director of their Race, Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Office. And then Brenda Baker Mabaki, she is director of the CASA program in Southeast Michigan, so the court-appointed special advocates. And then the final panelists is our West Michigan director at Samaritas, Tricia Spurns.
A couple more questions here for you this morning. What are you directly hoping comes from this? We'll talk immediate action here within the first few months, 6 months, and then, maybe a year down the line.
So, first, I think it's very important that people are aware of systemic racism and take the time to learn, engage in conversation, reach out to others, and just continue in their learning journey about what racism and systemic racism is. In Michigan, we have a strong need for foster families. And so I'm also hoping that people will be moved to consider becoming foster parents. Samaritas, as large as we are only able to place about 13% of the children who are referred to us because we don't have enough foster families. So we really need people in the community to step up and engage in conversation with us about the role that they could play in providing safety and security for a child while they are removed from home, and to partner with their family to also support the child's parents so that the family can be reunited and together again.
Laura, we appreciate you taking the time this morning. Is there anything else that you'd like to put out there?
I think just, to strongly consider becoming foster parents or to otherwise play a role in the life of a child. If you are aware of a child or a family who is struggling, reach out to them, offer a helping hand, offer an ear. There are a lot of hurting people in our community, and I think together we can be there to support each other and to help children and families be whole, stay together, and not have to experience out-of-home placement.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just now tuning in, or maybe you tuned in halfway through this stream, if you're viewing here on Facebook, there's a link attached. It takes you over to woodtv.com. You can find our full conversation there between Laura and I. Laura, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Luke.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a look at the Wood TV Live Desk. I'm News 8 digital anchor Luke Lasser. Have a great morning, and we'll see you around.